Welcome back to Amazing Websites Television, the show where intelligent people like you come find the tools to change the rules. So welcome back to Amazing Websites Television. Today I am in SeaWorld and we're going to be having a great show today. We're going to be having our new section with James Schramko. We're going to be having Mike Filsaime is going to be also on the show, and we have some amazing tools and amazing apps to share with you. So right now, before we actually go into the park, let's just go to our first section of the show, which is going to be handy bookmarks. Welcome back to Handy Bookmarks. Today I'm going to be talking about a great website that was the startup for 2011 and since then has been just meteorically rising in popularity on the internet, and possibly you already know what I'm talking about, and this is of course Pinterest. Pinterest is now a website that has surpassed Twitter, that has surpassed LinkedIn in the amount of traffic that it has, and also the amount of traffic that is providing to some websites. Some of my websites right now have Pinterest as the #1 source of traffic. Therefore, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 great tools. But before we go into those tools, I want to actually fulfill a promise. Very recently I was invited to participate on the World Internet Mastery Summit that was actually taking place on the internet. It was a Pizza and Profits seminar that was created by Brian Douglas. Brian Douglas invited me all together with something like about 24 great speakers, and throughout one full weekend there was just webinar after webinar after webinar, and I had the possibilities of going there, and the idea was to also make it into the Guinness World Book of Records of the most listeners to a webinar. I don't think that we actually made it there, but it was a great tryout. Anyway, I just want to thank Brian for actually inviting me to the program, and I thought it was also very nice what he said about me after the event. So let me just show you this 30-second comment from him so that you will see how he actually talked about what I was presenting. Have a look.
Ernesto was just like wham, wham, wham with energy, not with a hard-ass pitch, no, but with energy that was relentless. We started out with people saying, what is this, a chemistry lesson? When are we going to get to the stuff? And then bam, he turned it around and they could not stop. They were all over him. So Ernesto, thank you so much for that.
Funny comments, right? Well, it was indeed a bit of a strange presentation because I started really doing a build-up, and then suddenly I started giving them tremendous amount of content, and this is exactly why he was saying what he was saying. So now it's time that we go to our 5 Pinterest great, amazing, handy bookmarks. So first one I want to share with you is called Pinnerly, and Pinnerly basically it is a dashboard where you will be able to pin create delayed pins, that you will be able to measure your influence on Pinterest. It has so many different uses, Pinnerly. However, I mean, they are right now on an invitation only situation, so basically you have to actually promote Pinnerly. It is a free service, but at the moment that you actually get 10 people to come into Pinnerly, then they will give you a free account. The next resource that I want to share with you about Pinterest is called Repinly. And Repinly, basically what it is the way that you actually measure your influence. through Pinterest. And this is very similar to Clout, but basically only working with Pinterest. I mean, if you have already a Clout account, that's great. If not, you better check it out. Go to clout.com and you will actually find out how you're actually influencing everyone on social media. But repeatedly, it's only for Pinterest. Now, the next tool that I'm going to be sharing with you is called Pin League, and this is actually very, very interesting because you can actually buy followers on Pinterest. So you can go there, and for X amount of money you will be able to buy people that will be following you on your Pinterest boards. Now, the next tool that I'm going to be sharing with you, I'm sure that you're going to absolutely love, and this is called Pinstamatic, and you can see it at pinstamatic.com. And on this one, it is just a way to get by far more on Pinterest by adding so much more than pictures. You can actually add locations, music, quotes, calendar dates, Twitter profiles, sticky notes, websites. You can take pictures of websites and also put them into your Pinterest account. It's an absolutely fantastic tool. And my last tool is called WP Pinner. And WP Pinner, it's a great tool for you to work also on Pinterest. And in order for you to actually understand what WP Pinner does, I just want to show you this short video. Have a look. I hope that you have enjoyed all these great tools, and now it's time that we go to the next section of the show.
And now, our feature presentation.
Meet Cindy. She's the host of her own radio show about managing money in a down economy. She chats with experts in the field, takes callers in real time, and enjoys recognition as a thought leader on a timely and important topic. Cindy's not a high-powered media mogul or a celebrity personality. She's a woman with a passion who shares her expertise at Blog Talk Radio, the world's largest online radio network. She broadcasts from an end table in her kitchen. Her studio is her phone and a computer. Cindy easily publishes to her blog and iTunes, as well as sharing across all of her social networks. Her show even appears in Google search, so her reach is always growing. People around the world are both tuning in live and listening to her archived shows. Amongst a tight-knit community of hosts covering small business, health, politics, social media, real estate, and many other topics, Cindy found her niche and an audience followed. So what are you waiting for? Bring your expertise and give a voice to your passion at Blog Talk Radio, where millions of hosts and listeners gather.
As you can see, I'm totally soaked. I just came out from the Shamu Stadium from seeing the Orcas, and they completely made me wet. But one of the things that I wanted to show you is that you can see here that now also SeaWorld has their own iPhone app, and I think it's very useful because what you do is you actually have your phone here, and then it will be telling you what are the lengths of the the waiting times on the rides, and there's all sorts of information on that app. So now that I have shown you this, let's just go to the next section of the show, which is going to be high-level business concepts with James Schramko.
James Schramko here with our business news update. I read a really good book called Blogging in Your Underpants. And the whole point of the book is that we're in this new age of the internet. It's cheap, easy media. Anyone can publish media and put it out to the world at a very low cost, and it's not going to change. So we are now in a position where we should be creating and we should be putting it out and publishing our own stuff. We don't have to be bound by the big publishers, and we're not under the control of the old ways. So get out there and create. And you really can combine what it is that you enjoy about your business and translate that to the community. One of my favourite concepts this week was the head of the octopus and the tentacles. The head of the octopus is like the website, and then it has tentacles going out in different directions. So if you're running an event, if you have an authority blog, you can have a tentacle or pages for different topics. On superfastbusiness.com, I have different tentacles for websites, search engine traffic, design, affiliate marketing, reviews, and of course business and internet tips. So they're different channels or different tentacles, but the head of the octopus is the superfastbusiness.com website. So have a think about how you could approach that for your business. A really cool way to get extra traffic and targeted traffic to your offer is to take a small piece of your product and give it to someone else in your marketplace. And this is complementing. So you go out and complement the marketplace. Find someone who you might have thought was a competitor and give them the first few modules of your course and let them load it up to their membership area. And what they can do is then introduce their customers to your material with a nice little affiliate link pointing back to your full product. So this is a Trojan horse technique. It's very valuable. I've been doing this for years, putting little pieces of my content in other people's paid memberships and having them come back to my membership to buy. So there's my business tips for the week. I look forward to catching up with you next week.
So we're still here in SeaWorld, and I hope that you have been enjoying all the great resources and all the great business tips that we have been sharing with you. And now it's time that we go to the next section of the show, which is going to be our special guest. And today we have a very, very special guest, the great internet marketing Mike Filsaime. So let's just go to the next section of the show so that you can enjoy this interview with Mike Filsaime. I'm really excited about today's interview. Well, first of all, Mike was the winner of the Middle East Internet Award for this year, and I was very, very excited. He's going to be actually being presented with the award tomorrow, so I'm very excited about that. And also, Mike was the person that, I mean, without really knowing about what was happening in the Middle East or anything like that, he really supported me in being one of the first speakers on our event in Dubai. And he went there basically knowing nothing. We do not know what was going to happen, so he actually took the risk and experimented with me. He's one of the most respected marketers and internet influential people in the world, and I think it's going to be incredible what he's going to be sharing with us. So, Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ernesto.
It's a real pleasure, as usual, having you in the show. Can you tell us a little bit of what are you doing now? Because it's always really very interesting to go behind the scenes into the Mike Filsaime operation, because you always have something really cool under the sleeve.
Well, most of the stuff that I do, my brain is usually gearing towards some type of application or software. So we have a couple of things that are going on. We were going to redo Pay.com and call it Pay.com 2.0 and add a bunch of new features in a completely different way to accept money and pay your affiliates. And we felt that by doing that, it would not only confuse the current customers.
Let me just interrupt you. Can you let us know what Pay.com is? Because of course I know, but I would like all the audience to know what about Pay.com, okay. What Pay.com is.
Like many of my brands, it has the words .com at the end, so it's a 9-letter domain called PAYDOTCOM.com. So it's pay.com.com. And if you're familiar with ClickBank, this is its #1 competitor. We're a marketplace. The differences between us and ClickBank are ClickBank takes the money and they pay the vendor and the affiliate. With Pay.com, you receive the money to your PayPal account yourself, and you pay the affiliate. And with Pay.com, you can do price points up to $10,000. You can do recurring, and you can do physical products. You can do seminars. So it makes it a lot easier to do something like a $997 webinar, which you couldn't do at ClickBank, things like that. But what we're doing with the new Pay.com, we got a new domain name, and we're just going to create a third competitor. Yeah. We're going to call it PayGlide. So PayGlide is going to be similar to Pay.com, but it's going to be updated because Pay.com was designed 6 years ago. So this is going to be state-of-the-art, and it's going to have a nice feature that allows you to collect the money but instantly pay your affiliates right on the back end out of your PayPal account through an API, and the vendor, the customer will never see what happens in the background. So if you had a $100 product and I was promoting it, the customer would pay you $100, and then immediately in your PayPal account would pay me $50, and we track all the tax information and everything like that for you too.
Very cool.
So affiliates are going to like it because they get paid instantly. There's nothing else out there that works like that.
Fantastic. What are your predictions for what's going to happen on the internet in the year to come?
Well, I think where we saw ebooks from 2004 to 2011 being the popular way to sell your product, and usually through a marketplace like ClickBank or Pay.com. I think what we're going to now see is e-publishing is going to really explode. We're going to be seeing more courses and more success stories about people taking their same book, making it a little bit more broad, and publishing it on the Amazon marketplace, where you can publish it and go out to millions of devices, where people are searching for the information and sell your product through the Amazon Kindle platform and the Apple iBooks platform.
Great, that's a very interesting take. What about video? Where does that leave video?
Video is exactly, if you take a look at what happened with most media, it was the print, the printing press, then radio, and then television, and now television is on demand, which really just means video. It's video on demand. People like to consume media through video. The internet wasn't ready for it 6 years ago. A lot of people don't even realize YouTube wasn't even around 7 years ago. 6 years ago they came out, 5 years ago they got bought out by Google, but today it seems like we've had this stuff forever. Technology is making video easier. It's on our mobile devices now. I don't even call them phones anymore. It's a mobile device, and the phone is just yet another application on the mobile device. And I think video at this point is part of the web. It's part of marketing. It's almost like thinking of television without video. They don't exist. And it's the same thing. The internet now, video is an important part of every message on the internet. In fact, what we're doing right now,
exactly.
We're not transcribing it and sending somebody a report. They're actually seeing it now.
Exactly. You were the winner of the Middle East Internet Award for the product Evergreen marketing, which Evergreen business system, that you can actually, here's the URL where you can find out more about that product. But sorry, I was just there. Can you tell us also a little bit of how that tool could be used in your business?
Well, if you take a look at video on demand, I watch most of my television on demand. If I want to watch The Office or 30 Rock or South Park, I get on a device like Hulu through Xbox or Roku or iTunes or whatever, and I watch my movies on demand too. And what that means is this is about marketing for convenience for people. So an evergreen business allows people, an evergreen business is something that you can set up and it's perpetual. It takes care of itself. You don't have to get on the webinar yourself. So the Evergreen Business System allows you to record a presentation one time, set it up as a webinar, and we include the webinar technology, and then it builds all the pages and everything for you, and all you do is upload your video presentation, and then the people can choose what day they want to see it and what time they want to see it. So they're saying to you, this is the best time in my busy life to market to me. And now they're saying, this is when an hour and 90 minutes out of my life will work perfect. And now you have a captive audience that's ready to hear your message and almost opting in and saying, here's the ideal time to see the message. And it just, the conversions are better than any other way that you can market a product.
Fantastic. I would love to keep on talking with you, but I mean, we have only very limited time on the show. So first of all, make sure that you go check out this URL where you will be able to find out more about Evergreen Business System. And second, can you just let them know where they can connect with you? Because I think, well, Mike has my highest endorsement. I mean, we've been friends already for a few years. He's been to visit me in Dubai, in Amsterdam. We have had a great time together. but more importantly, he's one of the most sincere, coolest, and more highly ethical marketers that I know, so that's why I definitely recommend you to connect with him. So where could they connect with you?
So you can go to marketerscruise.com and you can meet us in person next year, or you can just go to MikeFilsaime.com, click on the contact us page, and you'll find all different ways to contact us. Thank you very much for having me.
Fantastic. Thank you for being on the show, Mike.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Thank you. Guys, well, thank you very much for watching, and now it's time that we go to our next segment, which is one app a day keeps boredom away. Well, this pretty much wraps it up. I hope that you have enjoyed the show, and I hope that you're going to see us next week, because next week we're going to continue here in San Antonio. Next week we're going to be going to El Alamo, and you're going to really be getting a lot of incredible information. And once again, this is Ernesto Verdugo, and this is Amazing Websites Television, the show where intelligent people like you come find the tools to change the rules. See you next week. Bye-bye.